I hear the brush popping and stuff. Oh, there he goes.
From crashing a live stream to being caught on a trail cam, Bigfoot is much closer to you than you think. So, without further ado, let's get into the top 12 creepiest Bigfoot videos ever. Starting with number 12, Bigfoot in Washington's Blue Mountains. In 1994, Paul Freeman, a former U.S. Forest Patrolman, claimed to have seen an entire family of Bigfoots in the Blue Mountains of Washington. His encounter became famous because he managed to record the sighting on camera. However, the footage is far from perfect. It's shaky, grainy, and hard to make out the details clearly. What you can hear, though, are the distinct sounds of something moving through the thick brush. Many who watched the video believe it could be Bigfoot due to the strange movements and sounds. Despite the poor quality, some Bigfoot experts and enthusiasts still consider this as one of the most credible sightings. For those who study the creature, the fact that Freeman saw not just one, but an entire family, makes it a significant event in the Bigfoot community. His sighting remains a point of debate, with some saying it's authentic, while others think it could have been a hoax or misidentification of something more ordinary. Coming up at number 11, chasing the mysterious, the Beast of Gum Hill. It's April 5th, 2009, and YouTuber Ericus Maximus is tearing through the wild, rough terrain near Gum Hill on his trusty ATV. The area is known for its challenging landscapes, but what Ericus encountered that day was something far more unexpected. He had seen it before. At least he thought he had. But this time his friend was with him, and the camera was rolling. The footage shows Ericus riding through a creek, when suddenly, in the distance, a dark, tall figure walks across the creek bed. It's not immediately obvious, blending into the background, but once you catch sight of it, you can't unsee it. Ericus later explained in the video description that this shadowy figure was the Beast of Gum Hill, a creature so elusive that it had only been photographed once before. And now, here it was, moving silently through the wild. Once the video hit YouTube, the internet exploded with theories. What exactly did Ericus and his friend capture? Some believe it could be a Bigfoot-like creature, roaming the hills unnoticed. Others think it might be an unknown animal species that's managed to evade human detection. And of course, there's always the possibility it's just a person, cleverly staged to add some mystery to the story. There's no close-up, no definitive proof, just a brief glimpse of something moving in the distance. Enough to ignite debates and send imaginations running wild. The Beast of Gum Hill has become a local legend, and whether it's a cryptid or just another internet mystery, the footage keeps people talking. Up next, number 10, Bigfoot crashes in Connecticut. Late one night in Litchfield County, Connecticut, a professional wedding photographer had an encounter he definitely wasn't expecting. It all started when he heard strange noises from his trash cans, and naturally, he thought it was probably just a bear rummaging around for leftovers. Instead of heading outside, he decided to play it safe and record the scene from the safety of his window. But when he started filming, the creature had already moved away from the trash and wandered into a nearby field. What the photographer captured on video looked far from a bear, though. Fascinated, he uploaded the footage to YouTube under the name Connecticut Bigfoot, and to his surprise, the clip blew up, racking up over 200,000 views and setting the internet on fire with debates.
He's coming. He's there. He's gonna pop up in a minute. There he is. He's popping up. Dig the berries.
People couldn't stop talking about it. The creature moved with surprising speed, and its long arm swing didn't seem human at all, which only fueled the mystery. Some viewers were convinced this was the real deal, an actual Bigfoot sighting caught on tape in the quiet Connecticut countryside. But of course, not everyone was buying it. The skeptics came out in full force, arguing that it could have been someone in a costume or just another animal that got misidentified in the dark. Regardless of where you stand, the video quickly became one of the most talked about Bigfoot sightings in the state, sparking curiosity, disbelief, and a whole lot of questions. Whether it's legit or just another blurry mystery, one thing's for sure: Bigfoot sure knows how to make an entrance. Following up number 9, the Independence Day sighting. One of the more unusual sightings of Bigfoot reportedly took place on the 4th of July, which is why it's known as the Independence Day sighting. The video shows a large creature stepping into view, looking directly at the camera, and then picking up what appears to be a baby Bigfoot before running off into the woods. What makes this footage particularly interesting is the way the adult Bigfoot seems to be reacting to the cameraman, glancing nervously as if trying to protect its young. Some viewers have pointed out that you can see movement from the baby Bigfoot as it clings to the adult, which gives the video a more realistic touch. On top of that, people have claimed to spot facial expressions on the adult Bigfoot, adding to the authenticity. However, not everyone is convinced. Critics have suggested the footage could have been enhanced with CGI, though this has not been definitively proven. Those who support the footage argue that detailed analysis shows no obvious signs of digital manipulation, making it one of the most compelling pieces of Bigfoot evidence. Coming up next, number 8. Bigfoot gets aggressive. This video was shared on the Instagram account Everything Cryptic, but its exact origin is unclear. The people in the clip were just out filming some landscape scenes when they unexpectedly came across something big, muscular, and aggressive, possibly Bigfoot. While Bigfoot is usually thought of as shy and harmless, other similar creatures, like China's Yeren and the North American Momo, are said to be much more territorial and even dangerous. The Yeren, or Chinese wild man, is a Bigfoot-like creature from the remote forests of central China, often described as 6 to 7 feet tall with reddish-brown hair. Sightings go back centuries, though no solid proof has ever been found. The Momo, short for Missouri Monster, made headlines in the 1970s after a few creepy encounters. Standing 7 feet tall, covered in thick dark fur, and with a terrible smell, Momo has freaked out many locals. While the origins of this particular video are unknown, it's got viewers wondering. Now for number 7, Bigfoot sprints down a hill. In this next bizarre sighting, we see what is claimed to be a Bigfoot racing down a steep hill in California. The origins of the video are a bit of a mystery, leaving everyone to speculate on exactly where and when it was filmed and who the original uploader might be. This lack of information has only added to the mystery surrounding the clip. One of the first things viewers notice about this footage is the creature's unusual orange hue. Most Bigfoot sightings typically describe the creature as dark brown or black, so this fiery color makes it stand out as a unique sighting in the Bigfoot community. As the creature rushes down the hill, it briefly grabs onto a small sapling, either to steady itself or possibly to change direction. Its movement seems deliberate, as though it's fleeing from or pursuing something that's not visible in the shot. Critics have pointed out that while the creature is clearly fast and agile, it doesn't seem to use its long arms much during the sprint. This has fueled skepticism among some who think that this behavior is unnatural for an animal with such a large frame. Usually, Bigfoot sightings describe creatures with long, powerful arms used to balance or navigate their surroundings. This odd lack of arm movement has led some to suggest that the video might have been staged or could feature a human in a costume. On the other hand, many Bigfoot enthusiasts believe this footage could be legitimate. The size of the creature, far larger than an average human, and its smooth, swift motion down the steep hill have left some viewers convinced it's too natural to be a hoax. They argue that few people would be capable of running down such rough terrain with the speed and balance shown in the video. While the color and movement are unusual, it might suggest that we still have much to learn about the different forms Bigfoot can take. Some speculate that the orange hue could be due to sunlight reflecting off the creature's fur, or that this could be a previously undocumented variation of Bigfoot. So, is this an elusive Bigfoot caught on camera, or could it be something entirely different? Whatever the case, the footage has sparked debate and curiosity, leaving many wondering what exactly was sprinting down that California hillside. Up next at number 6, Bigfoot or Big Sassy. This sighting took place deep in the wilderness of Ontario, Canada, and was captured by a hunting camera. The brief clip was posted by the TikTok account *Bigfoot I am real*, which has built a reputation for sharing potential Bigfoot encounters. In the video, you can see a large, hairy figure moving through the trees, though it's partially hidden by the thick forest. While the footage is quite short, there's clearly something large and possibly bipedal hiding among the foliage, leading many to believe it could be a Bigfoot. One of the things that adds to the mystery is the way the creature moves. Its size suggests it's much bigger than most known animals in the area, and its posture has sparked discussions. Many viewers swear it's not just a bear, mainly because of how upright the figure appears to be, a common trait in Bigfoot sightings. The large, hairy frame matches classic descriptions of the elusive creature, and its presence in the remote Canadian wilderness seems to fit the bill as well. However, not everyone is convinced. Some skeptics argue that the creature is more likely a bear standing on its hind legs, possibly scratching its back on a tree, which could explain its upright stance. Bears, especially large males, often engage in this kind of behavior, and from a distance, it's easy to mistake a standing bear for something more mysterious, especially in a grainy or blurry clip. Another theory is that it could be a misidentified moose, as these animals are also large and commonly found in the region. Yet, the TikTok account and many believers maintain that this figure is no ordinary animal. With the clip being so brief and lacking clear details, the sighting remains cloaked in mystery, inviting debate among cryptozoologists and curious onlookers alike. Whether this is a genuine Bigfoot encounter or just a bear with an itch, it's certainly captured the attention of viewers. The video has fueled ongoing discussions about the existence of Bigfoot and the possibility that these creatures are out there, hidden in the vast forests of North America. What do you think? Could this be the legendary Bigfoot making another rare appearance? Or is it just a case of mistaken identity? Coming in hot at number 5, Bigfoot crashes a live stream. This eerie encounter happened during a Twitch livestream by Finnish streamer Moaners, who was tackling a grueling cycling challenge in the middle of a remote forest. For every new subscriber, he had to ride further into the wilderness, pushing their endurance while viewers cheered them on. But what started as a fun, interactive challenge quickly turned into a spooky mystery when something strange was caught on camera. During a nighttime break to set up camp in the deep woods, things took a chilling turn. As he went about preparing for the night, a shadowy figure was seen moving in the background of the live stream. Viewers were the first to spot the mysterious figure slipping through the trees, sending a wave of concern and speculation through the chat. Considering how far away he was from civilization, it immediately raised the question, what or who was out there? The location, far from any populated area, led many to believe that this could have been a rare Bigfoot sighting. The way the figure moved, stealthy and barely visible in the dark, only added to the creepy atmosphere. Some fans argued it was just too coincidental to be anything other than Bigfoot making an appearance in the perfect environment: remote, wooded, and late at night. However, others in the chat had a more terrifying theory. What if it wasn't a cryptid at all, but a person? The thought of someone possibly stalking him through the dense forest sent shivers down the spines of the audience. The fact that this happened during a live broadcast made it all the more unsettling. Unlike most Bigfoot sightings, which are caught on grainy footage long after the event, this one unfolded in real time, with viewers actively participating in the mystery as it happened. The streamer themselves didn't immediately notice the figure, which added to the tension as fans frantically tried to warn them in the chat. As discussions continued to spread across the Twitch community, theories poured in about what was lurking in the darkness. Whether it was Bigfoot or something far more human, the mystery remains unsolved and has kept the live stream event a hot topic ever since. Whatever was out there, this encounter is enough to make anyone second-guess venturing too far into the forest alone. Following that, on number 4, Bigfoot peeks through the window. Imagine sitting in your living room, enjoying a quiet evening, when all of a sudden, the room fills with a terrible stench, like a mix of animal waste and vomit. That's exactly what happened to Scott Yeoman in 2017 in Bailey, Colorado. At first, he figured it had to be a bear nearby, but when he looked out the window, what he saw was way weirder than that. Instead of a bear, Scott spotted something staring right back at him through the window. Quickly grabbing his Kodak camera, he snapped some photos of what can only be described as a bizarre creature. Its face looked kind of like a Neanderthal, scraggly hair, a wide, flat nose, and piercing black eyes that seemed to lock onto him. The creature had this eerie intensity, and understandably, Scott's first reaction was to grab his gun. But before he could do anything, the creature disappeared back into the woods as quickly as it had appeared. When the police arrived, things got even more interesting. Two officers were just as puzzled as Scott was. They couldn't quite explain what they were seeing in the photos. However, one officer dismissed it all, saying it was just a bear. But Scott and many others weren't so sure. As the photos made the rounds, people started sharing their theories. Some thought it could be an escaped gorilla, especially with those intense eyes and hair. But a lot of people were quick to point out that the creature in the pictures didn't look quite like any known animal, which has led to the popular belief that Scott might have had a close encounter with Bigfoot himself. Now for number 3, Bigfoot caught on trail cam. In April 2021, something seriously strange appeared on a trail camera in Birch Bay, Washington, and it's been keeping people guessing ever since. The clip was uploaded to the YouTube channel Jimmy B Trail Cams, which normally post pretty standard wildlife footage, so when this appeared, it definitely got viewers' attention. Around 9 p.m., the camera captured a large, shadowy figure walking through the woods. It moves from the left side of the frame to the right, passing behind some trees. The thing that really stands out is its size. It looks massive. As it moves, you can really tell how big it is, which makes the whole scene even creepier. What makes this story even weirder is what happened afterward. Just a few weeks later, 4 trail cams placed around the property mysteriously went missing. Some people think it could have been a hunter in a ghillie suit who spotted the cameras and took them to avoid being caught on film. Others are convinced that the footage might be part of an elaborate hoax. But since the channel usually focuses on regular animals like deer and foxes, pulling off a prank like this doesn't seem like something they'd do. The mystery continues, and viewers are left wondering what really walked through those woods. At number 2, we've got Bigfoot sneaks through the bushes. In this next clip, we see something that definitely makes you stop and wonder. It was originally posted on Facebook by Clay Shiner, and it starts out pretty normal. Just a calm, wooded area bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. Everything seems peaceful, but then something totally unexpected happens. As the camera pans across the forest, a tall, dark figure suddenly walks into view.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It moves from the left side of the frame to the right, and for a brief moment, it peeks out from behind a tree. The person holding the camera is clearly in shock, repeatedly asking, "Do you see that?" as they try to process what they've just witnessed. What makes this sighting even more eerie is the way the figure moves. Its arms are unusually long and swing in a way that's more like an ape than a human. The creature's limbs seem strangely out of proportion, which has left a lot of viewers scratching their heads. Could this really be Bigfoot, or is it just some kind of elaborate hoax? It's hard to say, but one thing's for sure. This clip has gotten a lot of people talking. Last but not the least, something lurking in the woods. This one's seriously creepy. YouTuber Bigfoot. Testimony 3433 was out for a late-night walk in the woods with his dog when they both felt like something was watching them. At first, it's hard to tell what's out there, but as the camera zooms in, you can clearly see a pair of glowing eyes staring back at them from the darkness. Just imagine how spooky that must have felt. The man naturally gets worried for his dog's safety and keeps a close eye on whatever is hiding out there.
Something's watching my dog.
The strange thing is that the eyes seem too far apart to belong to a regular animal, like a bear, which is what most people would expect in those woods. Even more unsettling is how high off the ground those eyes are. Whatever it is, it must be huge. Some people watching the video think it could be a bear, but others believe there might be two creatures standing side by side, which could explain the wide-set eyes. Either way, There's no clear answer, and that's what makes this so mysterious. So there you have it, the 12 creepiest videos of Bigfoot. Which one of these sightings do you think were legit?